Hi, I'm Jessica Carl, and I'll be your Trig teacher for the summer. Right now I'm away at a conference, so let me go ahead and go over the syllabus with you. Okay, so instead of just looking at a Word document, I've put it into a PowerPoint, so maybe it's a little bit more interesting. Okay, so here's my contact information. The easiest thing to do is to email me. But when you email me, make sure you email me through Canvas. I will get it much quicker than if you don't. My office hours, my office is 2:39, but I don't have office hours in the summer. So what you need to do is if you have a question, make sure you ask me after class. Okay, so here's our description. We're going to be looking at some functions, some identities, and we'll look at a couple of different coordinate systems, but we'll go over that step by step. This is 3 credit hours, and you should have taken Math 110 before this class. The neat thing about this course is we have a book that is completely free. It's called OpenStax. Let me show you where that is on Canvas. So if you go back to the home page of Canvas, and you go right here, you click that link, it'll get you to the book. Now if you want to download this and eventually print it, download to a PDF. And here it is. Okay, so you can scoot down to the contents, not here, but here. Okay, and notice that this is page 11. So we're actually going to start in chapter 7, which this is page 13. Okay, so say you need to get to 8.3. So I'll click that. To get back to where you were, turn this back to 13 and it'll go right back to where you need to be. Okay. What you'll need for this course, you'll need 4 Scantrons, and they are the big blue ones. Okay. You'll also need a 2-inch binder. I have PowerPoints for every single section that we're going to go over. So if you would print that out for class and bring that to class, you won't have to write down everything that is on the board or that's on the PowerPoint. Make it a lot easier. Okay, you'll also need a non-graphing calculator. Okay, make sure you bring that to class as well, so if you have any kind of questions, you can ask me and we can go over it during class, because I can't tell you what to do on your calculator when it comes test time. And since this is a summer course, you will also need determination and persistence. Okay, but I'll be with you every step of the way, so if you have any type of questions or if you're struggling with anything, just let me know and we'll go over it. Okay, this is how the grading is going to break down. We're going to have 3 exams. That's going to be about 60%. You're going to have a comprehensive final, which is going to be 30%. So everything that we learn from day 1 to the last day is going to be on that final. And then you've got 10% for your homework. Now make sure you do your homework. A lot of students say, okay, well, it's just 10%, so I don't have to do it. But if you don't do any of your homework, what it's going to do is going to knock you down a letter grade. Okay? So get as much done as you can. Preferably all of it. Okay? But since it's summer, just as much done as you can. And this is what it means to have an A, a B, a C, a D, and an F. Hopefully for this course, most of y'all are going to have A's, and I'll settle for a B. Okay? But hopefully all y'all will have A's in this course. Okay, ratings versus rankings. So this class is based on ratings, not rankings. So basically that means that what you do in this course is going to be based on you. What kind of grade you get in this course will be solely based on what you do. I'm not going to compare you to everybody else in the classroom. Okay, it's just the grade you get depends on what you do in this class during summer. Now the final grade average, it says that I can round up 0.5 or greater. So that means if you are on the edge with a 69.5, That is your final score. There's nothing else to be done. Well, then this says that, well, if it's 0.5 or greater, I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to a 70. Okay? If it's a 69.8, well, that's the or greater part, so it goes ahead and bumps up to a 70. Okay, now this is all the assignments that you're going to see for this course. You're going to have 10 homework assignments, 3 exams, 1 comprehensive final. And by the way, even if you have an A in the course, you can't say, well, okay, well, I'm just going to skip the final because I have an A. Because if you read right here, the final will not be waived regardless of your grade. So make sure you come to that final. That's going to be very important. And then I do offer an extra credit paper, which is going to be worth 5 points. Those 5 points will be tagged on to your final. However many points you get will be tagged on to your final. Okay? Okay, so for your homework assignments, you have 10 of them. I dropped the lowest one, so you have just a little bit of wiggle room if you do bomb on one or if you forget one. Now, if you bomb or miss an exam, I don't do makeup exams, but this is what I do. I will place your lowest exam with the final if the final is higher than the lowest exam grade. So this can help you, but it will not hurt you. So if you do the extra credit points or project, whatever points you get will go on that final, and then I can use that final along with the extra credit points to replace your low exam. So there's a possibility of 10 points out there that you could earn extra. And then late assignments, I don't accept any kind of late assignments, especially with the summer. It just goes so fast and furious. You just need to be on target with all the exams and all the due dates. Which, let me go back to Canvas, let me show you something. Okay, if you go all the way to the bottom here, click this schedule. Okay, so here's the date. Here's what we're going to do on those days. And then here's all your due days and when we're going to have an exam. Okay, so I would print this out, put this at the front of your binder, and I would mark through it as we go. Okay, so this will tell you when everything's due and what we're doing on what days. Now for the June 3rd to June 6th, what we're going to be doing is treating this as though it's an online course just for Chapter 7, Chapter 8, since I'll be away at that conference. But feel free to email me with any type of questions that you have over those 2 chapters. When I come back, I will cover Chapter 9 and Chapter 10 face-to-face. Okay, so what needs to happen on exam day? So what you need to bring is a pencil, of course, and a non-graphing calculator, that's Scantron, the big blue one, and all the trig knowledge that you have learned up until that point. Okay? What I'm going to bring is the exam, the formula sheets, and the extra paper. I promise I'm not that mean. Okay? Now for the formula sheet, if we go back to Canvas, if we go to modules, if I scoot down just a little bit, notice exam 1 practice material for chapter 7 and for chapter 8. So in order to prepare for the exams, I would take both of these practice exams and take them kind of like a pre-test. And there are solutions, okay? But I also give you the formula sheets that I will give the day of the test, okay? So you'll have all that information. Okay, we talked about makeup assignments. Exam review, I don't go over the exams during class unless we have time. But if we don't, what you need to do is ask for your exam after class, and I'll give you your Scantron and a copy of the exam, and we can go over whatever you missed. Now, on the day of the test, once you come into that classroom and I hand you the test, you're not allowed to leave until you're done with your test. So make sure you've got everything that you need for that day, and that you have gone to the bathroom and you're ready to stay in that classroom until you are completely done with the test. Okay. Now homework is free and it's located on Canvas. So if we go to Canvas, to find your homework, you need to go under Quizzes, and then here's all your homework. Okay. Again, make sure you pay attention to the due dates. Don't let anything slip by. Okay, we talked about calculators. Bring it to class so I can show you what to do during class, because I won't be able to during the test. Don't record anything during class of what we do. We talked about the extra credit assignment. We have one. Every single test I give you, since we're having a Scantron for all of them, that means that all the tests will be multiple choice. So you can breathe a little bit easier. It's gonna, everything's gonna be, all the answers are gonna be right in front of you. Okay, just need to choose the right one. Okay, for lectures, just make sure you are prepared. You have a pencil, paper, your calculator. And for paper, I mean your PowerPoints that you've printed out. Make sure you have a Canvas account. Make sure you check your email at least twice a week. And attendance. If you have a 69.4 and you have really participated in class, you've been answering questions, and you have shown up every day, then what this says is I can bump you over to a 70. Okay, so participation and daily attendance, if you are on the edge of between a D and a C, well, this can help you bump over to the C part and get a 70. Okay, for all the college policies, those are located on the syllabus, which is on Canvas. Okay, so if we go to the home page, go down a little bit, there's our syllabus right here. Click that. This is the actual Word document, which you do need to read entirely on your own, okay? It will talk about academic misconduct. So if you do any of these, then I can do any of these right here, okay? So this would be the disciplinary actions. But hopefully we won't have to do any of that. Okay, the last day to withdraw is June 19th. Hopefully nobody will have to do that, but if so, just keep that date in mind. That's the last day to withdraw. And everything that I have said so far is subject to change if it needs to be, but it shouldn't be. And if it does, I will let you know face-to-face or by email, okay? Last point is, just make sure you read that syllabus, the Word document, in its entirety, okay? Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see y'all when I get back from the conference.